everyone. Oh. Well, hello everyone.
Did your clap for you.
Welcome back to Roleplay Central. Today we're going to be doing what I think we said last time, and we're going to be making magic items and talking about ones that we've already made. So I guess
you want to go around and start. You want to go first?
I can start.
You said you came up with one.
So mine, to start off with, is a new type of weapon. I guess I'll say. Fragmented weapons is what I'm calling them. And you can basically use them as their whole, or you can take them apart once and then they're permanently taken apart, and then each piece has its own ability. So this is an obsidian mace, and it's called Last Chance. It's legendary. It requires attunement. It's a fragmented weapon. And then, of course, the fragmented weapon part that I just said. If you want to use it as the whole thing, you can, and you can take it apart once, and can't be put back together after you take it apart. And then after each piece is used, it ceases to exist. So be careful when you take it apart, but it has very good bonuses when you take it apart.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
So for the whole item, does 4d6 bludgeoning damage. And then when you hit with an attack on a target, you can choose to mark them. If you hit on an attack on a marked target on your next attack after marking them, they must roll a d20 and roll above your character level, or the attack is treated as a critical hit.
Okay.
And then we get into the fragmented pieces. So the handle grip, the part that you would hold with your hand, is a piece that can be detached. All of these pieces separate deal 1d6 bludgeoning damage, so not very much. But if you fall below 5 hit points, you gain an amount of temporary hit points equal to your Constitution modifier multiplied by your character level.
And that's the ability on the
just from the grip. And then if we move to the body, which is the long stick part of the mace, it's also 1d6 bludgeoning. And then you gain advantage on saving throws against spells or effects that would incapacitate or charm you.
Okay.
And then the spike ball at the top, which is probably the most powerful part of this whole item, also deals 1d6 bludgeoning damage. But if you are the last standing member of your party in combat, the spike ball becomes infused with a surge of power, granting you a +2 bonus to attack and damage rolls. And this increases by +1 for every fallen member of your party.
Mm-hmm.
So you just become huge in battle with that spike. You can only use it once though.
An alternative to the spiky part that I thought of when I heard that is like that part. It becomes like an obsidian spike bomb.
Ooh,
so
yeah.
You throw it and it blows up and deals slashing damage.
Yeah,
That would be cool.
Yeah, you could do that too.
True, like a grenade, like a fragmentation grenade.
But yeah, I've only got one, so that's my item. What do you think?
It's good.
Too overpowered?
No,
or no.
I mean, especially if you break it. Or if you take it apart.
All the last three abilities are just one-time use.
Yeah, it's consumable, so it's good.
Otherwise, you're just critting a bunch.
And I mean, even that's not too overpowered because you have like two like hoops that they have to jump through.
Yeah.
Right, to be able to crit. So that's not too powerful.
Yep.
What do you got, John?
Yeah, they have to be marked, and then they have to roll below your character level. Then you get a crit.
Well, you guys already know.
Oh, okay.
I did not read the first one though. So I
read the fire staff.
So
I forgot what you called it. Does it have a name?
Yeah. So I called it the Staff of Blazing Inferno. So legendary item. Requires attunement, and as a caveat, it kind of levels at the same rate as the player character would.
Mm-hmm.
So this weapon has different levels, different stages, essentially, that it grows. So it's a magic weapon, obviously, and attacks with this weapon you can use the casting ability
modifier, yeah, to attack
instead of strength. So, and then from level 1 to 2, the user may cast produce flames from the staff, and just as kind of a cool thing about it, you can kind of hear crackling coming from the staff, like a campfire almost.
Yeah, that is cool.
And then level 3 to 5, in addition to, and all these abilities stay with the staff, obviously. You can cast Firebolt from the staff at that point. From 6 to 12, the staff evolves and flames envelop the staff, shedding dim light up to 20 feet around the staff. And you can extinguish these flames as a bonus action, and you can reignite them as a bonus action. The staff also gains 6 charges at this point, and you can expend 2 charges in order to cast Fireball.
Fireball.
And then 13 to 18, you can use 2 charges, and you can dual cast Firebolt. And then 19 to 20, you can use 3 charges and summon a fire elemental.
Nice.
So it kind of has its own.
That's 100% a staff I'd use.
That's a staff that Illican would use, because he could probably hit with it. Right.
We'd hope.
So, I mean, the only thing that, I mean, like we had discussed before, starting the filming, was maybe adding another 3 charges on top of it.
On top
at
of
like
it.
19 to 20.
Yeah, at the end.
Just so that you
you could totally
extra,
do it.
you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and if you were, especially like if you were to go even more in depth, you could add more fire spells and stuff like that. With the water one, you could do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, and then obviously the charges refresh after a long rest, so you have to, just take a long rest in order to regain those. But yeah.
Sweet. I like it.
So,
and then you had the another version of a
for
similar
water.
thing for water.
Yeah.
And then
Doing
obviously
a full
different things,
set
but-
based on the
yeah, I want to make staffs for each.
for each element.
Essentially.
You could go.
So they
You
all
could
have
go
to-
even further. You could go into the quasi elements and the prepare elements. Into
I want to
D&D.
go thunder.
Right.
I might keep thunder and lightning separate.
Yeah.
I'm not sure yet. It
Yeah.
depends on what spells there are that I can use.
Okay.
All right.
So, okay.
So the first one is that armor that I talked to you guys about last time. It's inspired by the Black Knight from
Oh yeah.
from Monty Python. So the wearer, it's cursed. The wearer can't remove the armor once it's on. The wearer can't die while they have it on, and any limbs that you cut off regenerate within a week. So they don't mind losing limbs. I figured I would add that. That like gives that. Anyways, and also like I'm considering adding like the other thing that I told you guys, like where they can't reject a challenge, or they can't refuse a challenge. Like adding that to the curse.
I think it's
right.
Yeah, that's
Because
something you should add.
I did that because that's basically like how that guy is in that movie, right? Like he's just super eager to fight anybody.
What are the stats going to be for the armor?
Oh, it's just regular plate armor.
Okay.
It's just cursed. You
So
you can't die while wearing it,
Yeah.
so it's like literally
But at least
nothing can kill you.
You can have an 18
Yeah,
AC with it.
which doesn't matter.
So if someone chops off your head, you still aren't.
You
dead?
regenerate from the head, I assume,
Wow.
or the body, or the head would
probably the
or
body,
the head
just
would
because-
slowly like creep toward the body and then climb back on, like the Leviathans in Supernatural.
Yeah.
Right, the head just slowly like crawls back onto the body.
It becomes magnetic and it just.
But yeah, I have it in here that the arm, like even if a limb gets severed, the armor regenerates with your skin, like as a part of the skin.
Okay.
So like it's stuck. Like even if you regenerate limbs, the armor is still going to be there.
So is this like a roleplay thing? Like, how would you get it off if you ever?
You
had
wouldn't get it off.
You wouldn't.
That's the
You
point.
wouldn't?
That's
Okay.
no. That's the point. You can't take it off.
Okay.
not by
All right.
magical
I mean,
means or anything.
I'm sure a wish spell could do it.
Okay.
I think there should be a caveat
I think-
for that. You should just be
Well, no,
like,
yeah,
you can't use it
a wish
by
could
no
a wish
magical
could do
means.
it probably, right? Or I mean, you could find where it was like you could do like the whole Lord of the Rings thing and find where it was forged. You could probably destroy it.
Throw yourself in there. You just reappear.
You could destroy. No, you could. You would have to sacrifice the life of your friend because you'd have to throw them into where it was forged.
Good news, buddy. The armor's coming off, but you're gonna die.
Anyways,
I still think that it shouldn't even
Yeah.
matter if it's a wish spell. It just shouldn't.
If you're dumb enough to put this black set of armor on, it's just on you forever.
Your body will implode if you try
Uh-huh.
to use a wish spell.
Then it reforms.
And then it reforms.
Jeez.
I think
Or like it like pulls like a copy of you out that doesn't have a soul because your soul's trapped in it.
Mhm.
So it pulls your body out, but your soul's still in it. Now your soul is just trapped in there.
Yeah.
You just have a soulless husk on the outside.
And then it reforms from your soul. So
Yeah.
now there's two of you.
Jeez.
Who discovered how to clone?
Except
Yeah.
for one of them just isn't. It's soulless.
Yeah, that would
soulless
be
and it's
crazy. Anyways,
DM, can I clone myself? No, you can't.
has no recollection of what any of the events that have occurred, and
Yeah, that's a weird corner case with that armor. Its downside is pretty significant, but its upside is pretty significant. You can clone yourself infinitely.
well, that's not official. That's not in the description. The cloning, but
well, I mean, if it did, I think it would just be like a husk of you.
yeah, it would be like a soulless version of you because your soul is trapped in the armor.
yeah.
And it just sits there unmoving. Just staring off.
You go up in front of it.
Okay.
Hey, follow me. It just.
Okay, so you guys want to start making them up?
Yeah.
Okay, I did bring some tables. I brought, so for anybody watching, I brought the Tome of Adventure Design, just for like prompts, for like just in case we don't have ideas.
Yeah.
Right, just for like descriptor prompts, basically. Like we come
We
up
should
with
run
a.
off the dagger.
Yeah, you want to talk about the dagger?
I think.
So
I
before
think
we
it'd be
started,
easy to just kind of continue it anyway. Like,
yeah,
flush it out.
exactly. So yeah, before we started, we were talking about a dagger, right? That and we rolled up the descriptor undead. So we figured when it killed somebody, right, it raised them as an undead.
Mm-hmm.
And then we figured further down the line, you got to be able, like up to a certain CR, maybe up to a CR, a CR equal to half your level or lower, or something like that, right? You can control the undead, right? And then I don't know what further do you guys want to do? I mean, we could tack on additional necrotic
Is it going to be
damage.
kind of like a leveling item though? Is that kind of?
I mean,
is
we
that what
could.
want to do, or
Well, I mean, that's what we were talking about, but I mean, it doesn't have to be. Like, we could just tack all that on and it's just a really rare item. Yeah.
I think we ought to do.
And I mean, we could tack on, like I said, extra necrotic damage. Right. You know, and then I don't know what else. Like I think that
yeah,
sounds pretty good.
to me.
Like maybe at a certain point, No, yeah. I don't know. Yeah, like that sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
Anyways, I also have a table, like just in case, like do we want to do a random kind of item, or do we want to just decide on the kind of item that we're making?
We should probably roll random.
Okay, roll a d10.
Yeah. John's got the dice.
Right, and then we'll roll some descriptors.
There's a ton of them.
3.
Okay, it's a piece of armor.
All right.
It can be any piece of armor. Okay, roll a d100.
It's not the black armor we were just talking about.
And I'm just rolling on descriptor. What is it?
1 to 4.
3.
33.
33. Okay. Fear. Do you want to roll again?
Fear
Add
armor.
something else, or do you want to stick with fear? Maybe it. I mean, maybe it's like a reactionary thing, like thorns, like where, like, if you're hit in melee, like it scares the attacker, or something like that.
You know what would be cool is if it's
Like we could roll a second one if you want to tack on a little bit more complexity. But I mean, we could go with
fear,
that.
though, is like we could like have it build up, absorb damage, and then at a certain point you can unleash
At a
it.
certain
and
point,
area
you can,
of effect
you can,
fear.
yeah, you could do that, like a vibranium kind of thing.
Yeah.
What? Is there a way to, like, roll from what rarity it is?
No, this isn't a 5e book. This is just a generic. But I mean, we could roll for rarity if you want. I
think we stick rare and above. Like
personally, I don't observe like rarity. Like when I design magic items or in like DMing, right? Like it don't matter to me. But
I've
I
we can come up with how you do items because
I think it would be
right.
cool just to have it, like, going off that
rare
same
thing.
sort of thing where if they hit you, right? But just have it just a straight, like a wisdom check.
Yeah, save.
And that's it.
Yeah,
like,
they
if
would get
hit you.
they would get
a
a
save against it.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So if you're hit, like what kind of what piece of armor is this? Is it a chain? Is it a helmet? Is it a what do you got? Tyler, you want to pick an armor type?
Adamantine plate mail.
So it's adamantine too.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So
Is
and then
plate
are we
mail,
just calling
or is
it?
just plate?
Any ideas for names? We might have to name these later when we post them somewhere.
We're just gonna have
We're
to
just
name them
gonna-
later.
Yeah. Anyways,
Okay.
you want to do it again?
So adamantine.
Roll a d10 and then roll a d100.
10.
Oh, okay.
Is it plate mail or plate armor? Just plate.
Plate armor or plate mail, either way, it's the same thing. No, this is like a charm or a talisman, so like a small like trinket, basically. And then roll a d100.
1 to 4.
So we wanted to
1 to 4.
Pick a number from 1
2.
to 4.
we wanted to
39.
Oh, you're not rolling a d100. You're
I'm
asking
rolling
us for
4.
the. Okay.
I'm rolling 4.
Oh, okay. So what was the number?
39.
Okay.
Just because I can't be bothered to take the other 3 off.
So for that, going back to that armor, we wanted it to be
What?
the fear effect.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So we got granite.
Absorb.
We should probably roll one more time because I'm guessing that's the material that this thing's made of.
Okay. 97.
97. Unnatural. Oh, we'll go with on the same line. We'll go with unseen because that's more evocative. Unseen. So I'm guessing this is some kind of like stone talisman. It's made of granite. I mean, maybe it just gives the wielder
I like granite talisman.
what? Like I don't necessarily like. Maybe it's just a constant pass without a trace spell.
Yeah.
Right.
Or maybe it just buffs your
Because I mean we could just go it could just buff stealth.
stealth. Yeah.
Buff the stealth skill. It gives you advantage on stealth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean this is a pretty basic one.
Or it could just give you a plus 2 or something.
Yeah.
+2 to
I
save.
mean, yeah. So this is pretty basic. This one's just a granite talisman that gives.
So I have
Plus
Granite
two.
Talisman, buff stealth,
Yeah.
advantage, or +2.
Yes.
Whichever way to go for. Just kind of lightly writing because I write slower than we're coming up with ideas. So,
Okay.
8.
8. What? Oh yeah, I forgot. You're only a D10 first. I looked over there. It was brain. we could go with brain. It's a tool. So this is like a
brain
tool,
can be
a
a tool.
hammer,
66.
chisel, whatever kind of tool, a lockpick.
I took off the
66.
a legendary lockpick. We should make that. That sounds fun.
Loathsome.
Loathsome?
Loathsome.
I think that's a reroll.
Is it a reroll? Really?
I don't know. I got nothing. Do you?
I mean, maybe the wielder, whoever it is, can't. They can't wait to get rid of it. Like they're trying to get rid of it. Like no matter what, like you hate this thing, you loathe it.
Maybe it's just
Maybe
a,
that's
first item.
Yeah. It's a cursed item that returns to you anytime you try to discard it. Right?
Maybe
You try,
we
you
could,
try to throw it in the graveyard, or I mean, in the garbage, in the graveyard. You try to bury it. You try to do anything. It just shows up in your wallet.
So this is a what?
This is a
again?
lockpick. So loathful lockpick.
There you go. Just shuts back up.
And that's it. It's just cursed. Once it's attached to you, it doesn't.
We should make.
I
I was
mean-
gonna say, like, if it were a sword, we could do like a craven edge.
It could have
something.
something to do with
But-
brain, because I mean, brain would fit with sentient. Maybe it's sentient. So it's sentient, but it's also obsessive. So it
talks to you.
It's
Just constantly
creepy.
makes fun of you.
Yeah, it's creepy.
Or just
Maybe loathsome is a personality trait.
yeah.
You know what I mean? This thing's creepy and annoying, and it won't leave you alone.
Are you the only one who can hear it?
And it's just a regular
Can
lockpick.
everybody hear it?
It's just a regular lockpick. Oh, gosh.
I like it.
Yes. Okay, you want to do it again?
7.
7. Rolling all over the place. Sweet. Consumable. So this is like a potion or something that you could, or like a one-use item, like those things.
5.
5.
I want to make more of those,
Black.
by the way.
It's black. So roll one more time because that's just the color.
Okay. 34.
Blue.
Damn it! It just causes bruises all over your body. You said what?
34.
34. Deceptive. Or we could go on the same line and say elephant.
Elephant. I like elephant. Let's go with elephant. Elephant in terms of like size, I think we take
Well, it's consumable.
consumable.
So like it's a one-use magic item or it's a potion. So like I don't necessarily know that an elephant. Well maybe
Maybe it's like
maybe
a,
you grow to elephant
maybe it's like
size.
a
You grow to elephant size.
maybe it's like a one of those the lucky rabbit's foot. It's a lucky elephant foot or something.
Or maybe it's a
That's a one-use item.
statue.
Yeah.
Maybe
You get
it's an
one lucky
elephant
roll.
statue. That
You
you
get
can
the
break,
use of the lucky
and
feet.
it summons an elephant.
Wait, what'd you say?
I was just saying, what if it's like an elephant statue that you can break, and then it summons
So maybe
an
it's a little bit of both.
Just,
Maybe this
When it's
maybe
unbroken,
this is-
it's a lucky
yeah,
thing.
maybe this is a little glass like elephant statue, and like you can hold it. You can hold on to it and get a small bump to skills or something like that.
Yeah.
Or you can break it and summon an elephant that you control.
or what if
I
there's,
like it.
what if there's multiple things that
Right.
can happen?
I like that.
And
Yeah.
what if when you break it, you have to roll?
What if we make it a jade elephant? Make it sound cool.
Or maybe you flip
Obsidian.
a coin.
Oh,
What if you
Because
obsidian
it's black.
elephant, yeah.
What if you just flip a coin?
You could say obsidian or onyx or something like
like you
that.
break it, and then you flip a coin, and either you grow big,
Or you summon an elephant that you control.
That's it.
I would
That's
add
the
that
whole
you
item.
control so that it's cool.
Right. Yeah.
Right. you don't want to summon an elephant and it just runs off. At least
Is
the
it a
dagger
statue, or is
at
it
least
like
the dagger
a-
that's that raised the undead raised something that you could fight.
True.
Is it like a statue? Is it?
It's just a little glass. Like what would you call it?
those
Like a
little
miniature?
elephant statue things that you buy at the gas
Yeah, like
station.
like a
You see
little
at the
glass
gas stations.
trinket kind of a
Trinket.
thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was just trying to get what we call it. Like a,
Yeah. So it's I mean that's actually really cool.
So
It'd be funny if you were.
go through it once again, just so I can write it all down.
So it's a small glass elephant trinket, right? The wielder of it, I said they get a bonus to their skills, like maybe a +1 or +2.
Maybe they have advantage on like strengths.
Yeah, they could have. Oh yeah, because of the elephant thing. Okay, so you have advantage on
Or
strength
maybe-
skills.
Maybe you just have maybe you have like a +1 to strength, like strength saves.
Or you have a +1 to all of your ability scores.
We can figure that out.
Right, and then you consume it, and either you grow or you summon an elephant. Either you grow to a huge size. It would be huge in D&D, I think. I think elephants are huge in D&D, right? I'm not 100% on the size categories.
They're probably
I think they're-
large.
No. Large is just one step above human.
Oh, okay.
Large is like 10, 12 feet. Take up a 10-foot square.
Oh, look, right now.
So I just have wielder gets bonus to strength skills,
Uh-huh.
and then if you break it, you grow to whatever size it is,
Huge.
or summon an elephant.
Yeah.
That you control.
Yep. You grow huge or you summon an elephant. Now, let's roll on a different one this time. This is an actual magic item table that's in here.
Oh, okay.
So roll 2 D100s.
58.
This is gonna give us the whole
81.
title. The title of the magic item. So 58.
And
So it is the mask.
and 81.
It's an elven mask.
Dude, this book is.
And then give us a descriptor. Because that didn't give us anything.
88.
That didn't give us anything at all. Okay. Descriptor 88.
I mean, you could come up with something.
You could probably come up
I
with
mean,
something.
what if-
I didn't think of anything right off the
What
bat.
if it just gives you like?
Temporal. So something that has to do with time.
I was
So
gonna
maybe
say,
it's a
what if
mask
it's
that's
just
built
an
from-
elven mask
built
that
from a clock.
gives you
That'd be cool. wouldn't
the
it?
what is it? The bow fight, like ranged fighting style, bow fighting style, whatever it is,
Yeah. I think it's archery.
archery fighting style.
Yeah.
So then you get the +2.
So it's a mask that gives you the archery
+2 when
fighting style.
using when
Yeah.
ranged and
Yeah.
then +2 your
Uh-huh.
damage.
You could do that. Yeah. Yeah,
So-
I mean that's fair. It's minor, but it's fair. It's good.
So I just have elven mask.
And then what did you say that it did, John?
Oh, basically just gives you the archery fighting style.
And then they have specific magic items. Like, do you want to roll for a magic container?
Sure.
Roll 2 D100s.
5,
5. A bag.
34. Of holy.
Contents that have been kept inside can produce a random magical effect once or for a limited time. So, like, contents that have been in there, when they come out of there, they have a random magical effect that's a one use, basically. That's pretty cool.
So hang on, what was
That's pretty
that?
cool. It's a bag.
Back.
You can decide how big the bag is.
Yeah,
Maybe
I
it's a
was just
handbag.
thinking,
Maybe
what
it's a huge sack. I don't know.
I was just thinking, what if it's
And
like
then-
Anything kept inside the bag can be pulled out, and you get a one-time use of a random magical effect.
Okay.
Basically, we'll go back to doing what we were doing before.
was just thinking it would be funny to have a bag.
Yeah.
It's like a magician's cap where you can just like pull out like a rabbit or you know like just different like odd and ends things that have no like major pull out a dove, pull out some flowers, and it's all random. So you just
it's entirely random
and pull something out that ends up being whatever.
One of those. I just had it's kind of a dark idea, but one of those. What you were describing, but the only random items that you pull out of it are all murder weapons. they're all weapons that have been used in a murder. Right. So there's only murder weapons in there. Write that down. A magic hat. Well, write both down. That's a variation of it.
You could take it one step further and just say you're pulling out body parts. just
different variations. Maybe we include a table. Right, when we post this, we include a table of different things that it could be. So, like, body parts is in there, murder weapons is in there, all, like, small animals is in there.
And then there's one more variation where it's all of those things. What will it be today? It's only stuff that the wielder would consider gross. Right.
So I have anything kept in the bag when used, you get a random magical effect, or roll on the table we provide.
Well, no. The table was for the hat.
Oh, I missed it.
Be like a magic.
No, that one was
a magic hat.
That one was just that. It was just the.
Okay. I missed that we moved on to
It was a hat that anything that you get out of there is a random item, or like we're also going to include tables, or a table of things that it could be.
Okay, item 7's a hat. And then
it's a wizard's hat.
What did you just say? Sorry.
anything that you pull out of the hat. You can only pull random things out of the hat, basically.
Yeah,
that's the idea. And then we're going to provide a table of random things. All bad things. There are going to be no good things on this. On the whole table, there are not going to be any good things.
Roll a d6 to figure
it's all
out
going to be
what
gross
type
things.
of item it is, and then you roll another dice to see what it actually is. D6. Is it going to be a cute fuzzy bunny or a murder weapon?
Jeez. One of the descriptors is moaning. Hopefully that would be interesting to roll for the mask.
The moaning mask.
Right. Okay, you wanna roll a d10 again, John?
2. Oh wait.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's clothing, I think. So it's an item of clothing. So it's like a shirt or pants or shoes. And now roll a d100.
Oh.
12. Not on that side of the table, evidently. 12. Burned. You might want to roll again.
78.
78. It's
Roll
burned.
without even rolling.
It's burned. Shadow.
Burn shadow. Okay.
What if it's just
You summon a shadow thing that's on fire.
Yeah.
Or when you're wearing the
Yeah, I mean,
clothing,
it could be a summoning item. We could come up with some kind of a
when you're wearing the
we could come up with
item,
some-
you are just on. You appear as
we could come up with some kind of
illusory,
yeah.
shadowy thing that's on fire.
Yeah, we could come up with some kind of a like shadow / like fire method thing, or we could do that, or we could have it literally burn people's shadows. So now there are like holes in people's shadows. For no reason. It's just a minor effect.
What if it's just a piece of clothing?
They're shoes. They're
Or
shoes.
maybe
They're shoes that burn people's shadows when you step on them.
Or what if it's a...
Yeah. Well, maybe what if it's like a more useful thing, like you can.
I mean, that's useful.
You can destroy.
In fantasy, a shadow means a lot. Like it's like a part of your soul.
Yeah.
You steal somebody's shadow. You kill somebody's shadow, and that's bad. That's a bad omen.
Yeah.
What if it just lets you...
So random clothing will just say it burns shadows.
No. I would say shoes.
Okay.
So you literally step on their shadow and it burns it.
I was gonna say, what if it just lets you cast fog cloud, but instead of it being fog, it's just soot?
Yeah. That would be a good
Just
idea
a cloud
too.
of soot.
What item of clothing would that be? Just a really...
Like a I don't know. A shirt. just a shirt.
So are we going with that, or are we going with shoes?
Whatever you want.
Both.
Both. It does
Do
both.
Okay, so shoes.
Or write down both. Yeah,
write down.
A shirt that does the soot thing and shoes that burn people's shadows. Yeah, I mean, what happens when you burn the legs off of somebody's shadows? Does the shadow just float away? Or does the rest of the shadow still follow? You know?
You just walk through a town and you're just sitting there stomping on everybody.
You're just a psycho.
People are looking at you like, what the hell is he doing? And then they realize that everybody in the town doesn't have a shadow. They're just like, wait a minute.
So the shirt does what?
It allows you to basically cast fog cloud, but instead of fog, it's soot.
Yeah. So it's a variation of fog cloud.
It's hard to breathe.
Yeah.
Just breathe it in soot.
Mm-hmm.
I think it should deal some damage.
Yeah, I would.
At that point.
I don't know what kind of damage, but I would have it deal damage, definitely. Maybe
it just causes
when we stat these out.
suffocating.
When we stat these out, we'll write that in that the fog, like being in the fog cloud, you have to make a Constitution save or take damage.
Yeah. So maybe it just starts making it.
So I have shoes. You destroy or burn shadows when you step on one. The shirt casts fog cloud, but it's soot instead of fog.
Okay, you want to roll again?
Yeah. Another D10.
Yeah. For the type of item, unless you have a type of item in mind.
5.
You guys can throw out types of items if you want. Okay, so not on that table. Arachnid.
5 for the item.
Oh crap! Dang it! It's a ranged weapon.
So what kind of ranged weapon?
5.
You decide.
Ranged weapon.
Shiler gets to decide what type of weapon it is.
It's a spear.
5 again?
It's a javelin.
5.
Okay. Arachnid.
A javelin.
So it's a javelin. It's a spider javelin.
It's a javelin that has a cage of spiders on the end that breaks when you throw it. And
So it's a one use?
A swarm of spiders on top, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Somebody just took
I mean,
a jar of spiders and just
you could have it like
taped it on.
this is an idea. If it kills,
It's just hanging from a string.
Yeah. If it kills somebody, right? It plants spider babies.
Okay. Yeah.
And then they eat their way out.
I like it.
Man-eating spider babies.
Fun.
If it kills, it just plants eggs. You're in service to some like bug god. And just kill things with this specific weapon. No need for anything else. Just spread the word. Spread the spiders. Spread the good word.
Can we talk to you about our Lord and Savior?
Our Lord and Savior, lol.
Love it.
Okay, if you want.
Have you heard of the good works of Lord?
Yeah. We just have missionaries of wool.
You want to see? Smack.
We did 2.
2. We did. It was clothing. Do you want to do something we haven't done?
1.
John? Oh. 1 jewelry. That's something we haven't done.
A ring.
Okay, a ring. 29.
80.
89. That's skeletal. Maybe it's made of bone.
Yeah.
That's okay. So roll one more time. It's a bone ring.
37.
37. Frightful. Or we could go on the same line as hallucinogenic.
So what if it just like you can activate it and it's just like
Right.
a screech that comes out of it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean it could just be like
That's it. It just does a screech.
just
Nothing else.
it's a common magic item.
It just
Yeah. Do it.
sends out
It's a bone. It's a bone ring.
Banshee's wail.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
I mean, and that could have mechanical significance because we could actually tie like the banshee's wail like from the monster itself. So like it could deal some damage if we wanted to upgrade it to that.
Let's do it.
Okay.
I think it's more fun if we do a variety of different
stuff
instead of like all like
Yeah.
So
just some common.
We have a lot of
too,
different
you
things.
know what I mean?
Yeah. So it just screeches.
okay.
On command, it screeches. It's a bone ring.
Yeah, a ring made of
What?
bone. Activate a banshee's wail or screech.
So it's a banshee bone.
Banshee bone.
It's a banshee bone.
Banshee bone.
Maybe it's made out of banshee bone.
Are banshees solid, or are they like ghostly?
I think they're ghostly.
I don't know. I don't even remember.
Which makes it even
Are
cooler.
banshees-
that
Yeah,
it's a banshee
it's
bone.
ghostly. Okay. Like I don't know. We'll have to check.
Ghostly
Maybe
banshee
7.
bone.
I think we've done all of them at this point. So I mean, you could choose the item, or we could
9. I don't think we've done
container. We did a
did
container, but we didn't like roll for a container. So container, what's the
9.
container?
31.
A vial.
A vial. Okay.
Or a, what do they call it in D&D? Filer? Something like that?
Filter.
Yeah.
So you said what? 31?
31.
31 frost. Maybe it's a
Maybe it's a consumable. Like
Maybe anything that you
resistance
put-
to frost.
I mean the magic is the vial itself, so maybe like anything that you put in it is cold.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Right? Maybe it
What if it's
freezes
not
or
a vial? What if
refrigerates
What if it's
anything that you put in
what
it.
if it's a keg?
I like that.
But yeah, and I mean, I just don't know what else I would do
Or
with
a
that.
mug. Maybe it's a mug.
I mean, either that or like what?
Maybe it's a mug,
It's a mug.
and it just chills your beverage. Or
It chills
whatever.
your beverage. Maybe a skilled transmuter could transform the vial into a mug,
Yeah.
and then it just refrigerates whatever drink.
Refrigerates what you put in it. That's
Yeah.
what I put.
Yeah.
So if we do one more, we'll have 12.
How many do we want to do?
If we want to end on an even number, we do one more.
Yeah.
Do you want to do one? Okay, roll again.
8.
That's another tool.
John, you choose this time. What tool is it?
What kind of tool
I
is
chose lockpick last time.
it? Yeah, last time it was
Depends.
a lock.
41. Let's I'll decide after we.
Okay, after you hear the descriptor, you're gonna
No,
decide.
you decided before.
Okay.
Now.
Follow the rules.
Either devious.
Let's go with tool.
Yeah.
What if it's also a lockpick? That's not actually.
Second lockpick.
It's a lockpick that's not actually a lockpick. It's a false lockpick.
It's the sister lockpick.
You stick it in a keyhole and it doesn't do anything.
It seals the lock shut.
It's a literal lockpick. All right. Okay.
Okay.
Lockpick.
Yeah.
What kind of lockpick? What kind
No,
of
it's a
descriptor?
lockpick, but it can't actually it can't actually be used to lock to pick locks.
No, like what's it made of? That's what I mean.
Maybe it
What kind of
locks
material?
things magically.
What?
Maybe it locks things magically. So
Yeah,
that
I
should
mean,
have,
it
like,
could.
a magical.
So yeah, you can
Like-
use it. You can use it to cast. There's a spell called Arcane Lock.
Yeah.
Right. This could just be a spelled item. So like you
it
can use
can't
it.
Can't be unlocked
Yeah.
unless. by
Well, I mean, you have to.
magical means
I
or
think you have to
something.
cast Knock to be able to like unlock an arcane lock. But I mean, I could be wrong about that. Because I haven't looked at that spell in a while.
So what kind of material is this lockpick made out of?
I don't know.
Rubber.
Yeah, it's rubber.
It's not a lockpick. We're gonna try to make it as obvious as possible.
You'd have to be pretty dumb to go for this devious lockpick.
This one's so flexible. It's gotta do something.
But it looks it's made out of rubber, but it looks like.
But I mean,
it looks like it's metal,
it's got a pretty powerful effect too.
but it's rubber.
Yeah, it looks like metal until you try to put it into a
Yeah.
lock, and then it just bends.
Yeah. It looks like a lockpick. Seems like a lockpick.
Yeah, but if you know what
But it's
know
not.
what you're doing, you can cast Arcane Lock with it.
I like it.
All right. Well, that's 12 items. So that's pretty
Enough
good.
for a D12 table. That we.
10, 11.
I mean, we could come up with more and just post like a big table of magic items on either for sale on the website or on the blog. Either way.
Yeah. So
Cool.
We've
I
done
think that's it.
I think
Alright.
these ones we should throw up on the vlog, but like
On the vlog,
ones
yeah.
that we've actually made,
Yeah.
because
Yeah, the ones that we came up with here.
yeah.
Yeah, we throw up on the blog. Okay,
Can you,
I'll
can you
post
read
it.
all that?
Yes, I think I can. I can usually read your handwriting.
Even
Yeah,
though
you're
sometimes it sucks.
Then
You're
yeah, we should make a magical item book.
Yeah, we could do a whole
Yeah.
book.
that will be a long preparation process because
We could do a whole book.
yeah.
I don't think it'd be that
'Cause-
hard though.
I mean,
Big of a book.
I don't know.
It could just be a PDF book though.
Yeah.
And
I mean, we wouldn't have to do a physical book, but yeah, we could do
you
it.
could just make it.
That'd be cool.
All
And
right.
hey, Drive
Even
Through
if it's
RPG,
10
we could let
10,
people
15
buy
pages or
print
something.
versions
You know,
if they wanted.
All
Well,
right.
it could just be like 10, 15
Yeah.
pages
Yeah.
or whatever.
yeah,
Of just
Yeah.
magic item after magic item.
that would be cool.
Well, you've
Yeah.
heard it here first. We might be
Uh-huh.
doing that coming soon. But thanks everyone for tuning into this episode. It went quite kind of quick, but I guess not. I guess we've been going for almost 50 minutes. So,
Cool.
yeah, time flew by this one for me at least. But yeah, we have we're gonna be having a drive-through RPG store here soon.
Yeah,
We're
we'll
slowly uploading stuff.
Yeah, so
it has
by
to
the
get
time this
approved.
episode's up, some of the stuff will be up.
Hopefully,
Probably.
yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
Depending on the approval.
One or two things, but we're gonna be adding stuff from our website and new things we come up with to our drive-through RPG store. We
Yeah.
also have DM's Guild if you're interested in that, and we also have our website with the normal stuff and
Yep.
accessories and such like that. But
Yep.
thanks everyone again for watching. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe for more of these awesome podcast episodes, and hopefully a new series that I'm trying to start here soon. But that's all I'll say about that. Keep on sharing through the RSS feed. More and more of you are starting to come across our podcast on Spotify and places like that. So thank you very much. And we appreciate everything you guys hand out to us. Provide feedback on anything we release because we are always looking forward to that. But yeah, thank you once again for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.